Hey guys, Geoff here from PistonFist. Just chatting with my good mate Crispy. We're talking about some shows coming up this weekend. Really pumped for World as a Vampire Festival. Not just cool bands, a bit of wrestling going on too, which should be a bunch of fun. Um, Smashing Pumpkins, Jane's Addiction, Amyl and the Sniffers, RedHook and Battlesnake. I'm pumped. How you doing, Crispy?
I'm very well, thanks, Jeffrey. Very well. As you say, mate, like PistonFist have been selected to open the first two shows of the World as a Vampire Tour this Saturday, April 15th at Brisbane's Eaton Hotel and Sunday, April 16th at Sandstone Point Hotel. So it's not a bad weekend of gigs, mate, I must say.
Yeah, stupid amounts of happy. Stupid amounts. A little bit humbled and extremely thankful that we've been put in this position. Very lucky. There's shitloads of talent in Australia, in Brisbane, everywhere. There's so much talent for us to get picked is very humbling.
And as you say, man, like the festival is headlined by the Smashing Pumpkins and Jane's Addiction. So in your wildest dreams ever, mate, like did you ever think that you'd be opening for either of those bands, let alone both?
No. Easiest question I've been answered in a long time, mate. No, absolutely not. It's just a little bit mind-boggling, eh? You're no different than us, Kris. I suppose the first time you interviewed, I don't know, Corey. Did you ever think you'd be sitting down having a one-on-one with Corey? Like, yeah.
Yeah. I know you're a seasoned campaigner on this, bro, but have the nerves actually kicked in yet?
I'm pretty good, man, until about 5 minutes before I actually go on stage, and then then shit gets a little bit hairy for me. But generally, not too bad, mate.
Yeah. So how do you think you're going to feel when you wake up on Saturday morning, then?
Again, not too bad. Like there'll be nerves, but like every now and then, even I give myself a little pinch and go, "You sure?" But a Saturday morning, it'll be all business. I've got shit to take care of, people to pick up, merch to make sure that's ready, all them things. And until they get ready, until I'm there and get shit together, Geoff, you're on in a minute. That's when there might be some poo.
So all jokes aside, bro, like this is a massive honor and it's great reward for effort for what PistonFist have been doing. So how are you going to approach the set? Like, are you going to structure it to fit with the sort of music they play?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've chatted about this pretty in depth, and we definitely have changed it. There's no covers in it. We're just putting our own stuff on the line, and we probably we've got quite an array of songs now. We've got a lot of them, so we do structure sets a little bit for our crowd. We've got obviously metal set and we've got an obviously more rockin' set kind of thing. So we'll be pulling back a little bit, but at the same time, we're still going to put the couple of good heavy songs in there. We'll definitely mix it up.
As we mentioned, like you're opening two shows in a row, the only band in Australia that's been given that honor. So are you going to mix it up over both sets, or are you going to play the same set both days?
There's maybe only one or two songs that we might change. We've actually had this conversation with the boys, and we're kind of split, because it's probably a good idea to put our strongest set forward, with such a cracking opportunity. But at the same time, we still want to be us. We don't want to, what would you call that, for lack of better word, sell out kind of, or not sell out, but you know what I mean. I don't want to be too business. We're still rock and roll. We still want to play the songs that we think are the funnest and best songs to play.
Yeah.
So yeah, to actually answer your question and not go around in circles, we're not 100% sure. We're still having that little bit of a discussion between the band at the moment.
Very cool. The festival, aside from the Smashing Pumpkins and Jane's Addiction, the festival also features Aussie bands Amyl, the Sniffers, RedHook, and Battlesnake. So have you played with any of those guys before?
We actually played. We played up there at Blackened with Amyl. They were so good. They were so much fun. They're the real deal too, man. They are good, solid Aussie punk. Makes me happy. Punk rock even. Yeah, they were really good. We haven't played with RedHook and Battlesnake before, but I've seen RedHook a couple of times, and I've checked Battlesnake out online, and it's going to be fun. It's a good diverse lineup, man. There's a bit of different stuff going on, which always makes me really happy. I love a mixed lineup of sounds. It's sick.
And just to show that, like, the organisers aren't just putting Australian bands on to be token Aussie bands, I guess. Like, I was speaking with James Addiction the other day, and Perry Farrell was telling me that Amyl and the Sniffers played not far from his place in the States, and he took his daughter along to see him. That's how much he likes them. Pretty cool.
How good's that? That's so good, dude. I was a big James. Well, I am a big James Addiction fan from way back in the day, and yeah, it's really good to see Perry Farrell touring and kicking and destroying stages. I'm very impressed. It's yeah, very impressive stuff. And obviously Smashing Pumpkins as well. They've been around for a long, long time. They've changed. They had a big influence over a hell of a lot of people, both of them bands. So yeah, again, so stoked to get this to be opening for them. It's so good.
We spoke about this at the top of the show, but Billy Corgan's also bringing his wrestling crew over to face off against some Aussie wrestlers. So, are you a fan of wrestling first and foremost?
Mate, I'm not one of them. I've got really good mates that are just crazy fans that froth on it. I'm impressed by it. We played up Rocky, and they had some wrestling up there, and we checked it out with me grade 8 open blokes. Well, we're having a bit of a giggle, but it's pretty impressive. They throw themselves around like crazy kids, mate. And I don't care. Like, it's obviously that guy's not elbowing him in the face trying to split him, but it's got to hurt. You're not waking up from that in the morning healthy and happy. You're waking up tender. I'm impressed, man. While I'm not a fan, I am very impressed with how hard them boys work to make it look so good and smash their body to pieces. It's good.
Oh, yeah. Word on the street, bro, is that there's going to be a band wrestle-off too. So who are you going to choose to represent PistonFist?
Oh, mate, Jimmy's got that written all over him, hasn't he? He's got the beard and the hair. He'll be all over that. No doubt. Mate, I'm too busted for that. No chance.
All right, then. And who out of the two US bands then do you reckon would be the worst person to wrestle?
Oh, wow. Well, I know it's Billy's thing, so there's a good chance he's got a few skills, but at the same time, I reckon Perry Farrell will be a little bit of a psychopath. I reckon he'll throw the rule book straight out the door and get
those eyes, hasn't he? He's got that look in his eyes, that killer look.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. I'll be protecting all the soft bits if I was up against Perry Farrell. He'd just go straight for the throat.
And how about the Aussie contingent? Which one of the Aussie bands not like to step in the ring with?
Oh, look, if I got to be honest, I'll say RedHook just because she's a girl and no one's going to punch her in the face. That's not.
But she punched her in the face, I've seen, so she's got the unfair advantage.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. And good on her. You have a win. Well done.
Yeah, and PistonFist are going to be firing on all cylinders after playing 6 shows over 3 days last weekend at the Rocky Nuts, bro. So how was that?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was a really, really impressive event. Very well run. Huge crowds. The numbers were massive, and again, I'm all about cars and burnouts and rock and roll and I got to judge a tattoo show, so all of my fun things that I love doing all kind of rolled into one there. So it was really, really impressive. I had a ball. There were so many swear words coming out of me the whole weekend, just constantly, mate. It was really good. So I'm looking forward to going back next year and having a look, and hopefully we won't have to play as many shows and we'll actually have a bit of time to really check it out.
And for those who haven't seen PistonFist play for a while, you've actually thrown down the guitar and you're concentrating on just being a vocalist these days, mate. So how did that go? Like, you played a couple of shows, obviously, but playing 6 back to back, like, how did that go with your confidence and stuff? Did you find it?
Yeah, really good. Really, really good. By the end, it was pretty natural. Although my voice was a little bit dusted, I'm loving it, Kris. I love not being stuck to a microphone. I'm really enjoying running around on stage and trying to make a bit more use of the whole stage, and just having to concentrate on one thing rather than both of them it's much better. I think my vocals have improved quite a lot because of it.
Well, there's plenty more to talk about in the PistonFist camp, mate, including your debut album, Redline, which is coming out the next couple of months. You've got some lineup changes. There's plenty more live shows, but we'll leave that for another day, mate, because we've got a featured cover interview coming up with you for that. So for now, we'll leave it at that, mate. But the World is a Vampire tour kicks off this Saturday, April 15th at Eaton and this Sunday, April 16th at the Sandstone Point Hotel. Now, I believe they're about 75% sold on both of those shows, so there are tickets left, but you bet on the day they are going to sell out. So get yourselves in early and get in there early to see PistonFist. You can start around 1 o'clock-ish both days.
Yes, mate. 1:30 on the Saturday, 12:30 on the Sunday.
Beautiful, my friend. Well, we shall catch you in there. But thanks for your time, mate, and go get some rest, mate. It's been a big week, and it's going to be a bigger weekend.
Absolutely. Can't wait. Thanks for your time, Crispy. Cheers, bloke.